Hello everyone, welcome to the BookVenturist. In the previous chapter, we saw Margaret waiting for Sir Percy to inform the danger and Chauvelin waiting in the same inn to catch Sir Percy. Let us see what happens next in chapter 25, The Eagle and the Fox. Margaret recognized the voice of the singer. It was her husband Sir Percy Blakeney. Chauvelin, who was downstairs, also heard his voice and took the hat from the table and wore on his head. Margaret had a wild desire to run down the steps and reach Percy before being caught by Chauvelin, but she controlled herself. The door opened. Sir Percy looked around and saw the French priest. Percy called out aloud, "Hey Brogard, where are you? Where is my dinner?" Percy walked to the middle of the room. Margaret was praying for her husband to escape from Chauvelin. Percy came closer to the table where Chauvelin, in the disguise of the priest, was drinking soup. Percy clapped the shoulder of the priest and said, "What a surprise, Chauvelin, to see you in this place. And why are you in a priest dress? Are you waiting for any friend?" Chauvelin choked and his face became purple, and a violent cough saved him. This bold move by Chauvelin's enemy was unexpected. Margaret watched all this from the loft above. She had promised Sir Andrew not to speak to her husband before strangers. She couldn't do anything. Margaret knew if Sir Percy left the inn, he would be caught by Captain Jutley's men who are patrolling in all directions. If he stayed in the inn, Desgas would bring half a dozen men anytime soon to catch him. Sir Percy, with a laugh, patted in Chauvelin's back and said, "Sorry to surprise you while you were drinking soup. A friend of mine died choking on soup. Where is Brogard? He is asleep, I think." And he sat down on the chair to the table near him where a second plate of soup is placed. Chauvelin said, "Sir Percy, your sudden arrival in this place surprised me. I thought you were in England. How is Lady Blakeney? Are you going to Paris?" Sir Percy was eating his soup and glancing round the room and said, "She is well, thank you. I'm not traveling to Paris. I have an appointment in Lille." He took his chair and sat near the fireplace. Sir Percy said, "I'm in no hurry to leave, but you do not wish to stay in this nasty place. Are you waiting for a friend?" Chauvelin said, "Yes, I'm expecting a friend." Margaret heard the sound of men approaching the inn. In 3 minutes, Desgas' men would be here to catch Sir Percy, and the eagle will fall in the trap of the fox. Sir Percy's back was turned to Chauvelin, and he was calmly emptying his snuff box and filled it with pepper powder. Then he again turned to Chauvelin, who was listening to the footsteps approaching, and said, "A Jew from Piccadilly sold this no snuff powder. This is of the best quality. You can try this, Chauvelin." And he held out the snuff box to his archenemy. Chauvelin had heard of so many great tricks of the Scarlet Pimpernel, but he would have never dreamt of this trick being played on himself. Chauvelin took a pinch of nose powder which Sir Percy gave and sniffed. Chauvelin felt as if his head would burst. Sneeze after sneeze seemed nearly to choke him. He was blind, deaf, and dumb for the moment, and during that moment, Sir Percy Blakeney quietly, without the slightest haste, took up his hat, took some money out of his pocket, which he left on the table, then calmly stalked out of the room. Hope you enjoyed this chapter. Let us see whether Sir Percy and Margaret will escape France. Stay tuned for the next chapter. like, share and subscribe to the BookVenturist. Ta-ta, bye-bye.